Hello and welcome for another video for StarCityGames.com. I'm Drew Levin, and this is a little bit of a different speed. We are back to playing Legacy today, and I gotta tell you guys, I love Vintage, I love Artifacts, I love Acceleration, I love Card Draw, I love Planeswalkers, but at some point, casting draw spells gets a little tiresome, a little repetitive, and sometimes you really just want to beat people up. And so that's what we're about today. We are going to beat people down with Goblin Guide and Burning Tree Emissary in Legacy. We've got a deck that is almost entirely identical to a deck that Dan Musser played at an Invitational in 2013, which I loved and got basically no play, despite him going something like 7-1 or 8-0 with it. Like, it was super sick. It's Wild Nacatl in Legacy. And I don't think that something like True Name Nemesis is actually that meaningful of a roadblock for it, given how much burn this deck has, and given the ability for this deck to just beat it straight up post-sideboard with stuff like Pyroblast, their 3-drop, or just Sulfuric Vortex, their Umezawa's Jitte Batterskull deck, or cast Destructive Revelry. There are a lot of different angles, and unlike Burn, I think that this is a deck that has a little more resilience against, say, hand disruption, right? Like, if you get Hymn to Torakt when you're playing Burn, it's a miserable experience from then on out, because you're just clawing your way toward 20 damage, and sometimes you get there, sometimes you don't. But this feels like it has play on a lot more axes, and I think it will just be a more enjoyable experience. And also, I feel like I promised you guys Wild Nacatl at some point in Legacy, and this really is the time in my life to be playing Wild Nacatl, I think. So I'm gonna have fun with it. All of the card choices are sort of straightforward. Like, it's a red-green deck. You don't want white for, like, Loam Lion or Steplinks, which means that you're a very red and green heavy mana base. You have tons of fetch lands because you have Grim Lavamancer. You have all of the powerful 1-drops, and you just try and flood the board quickly and burn them out late. He had Pyrostatic Pillars, Eidolon with the Great Revel, obviously a huge upgrade there. Destructive Revelry, was printed after he made the deck, so I would think that a Smash to Smithereens that can also hit, say, a Counterbalance or, similar card would be ideal. So we're going to try these out. I like them. We're going to see how it goes. And we're off.